We're not children. I don't need Premier Doug Ford to keep me safe. I don't need Premier Doug Ford to keep my children safe. There is absolutely nothing safe about putting a mask on my daughter because that oppresses her. My daughter is 13 years old. She's supposed to be graduating grade 8 this year. She's not. Suicide rates across North America have skyrocketed amongst young teenagers. I went to school for psychology, many different types of psychology, and I have to wonder, once you remove the reward system from these children's lives, which is graduation, how interested are they going to be to continue their education thereafter? How come nobody's talking about that? Nobody's talking about that. Telling little children they can't sing at daycare. They can't sing at daycare, and they're not allowed to have plushie toys. But you're allowed to go to Walmart, and you're allowed to go to grocery stores. This virus has been rampant around the entire world since what they're now saying, late August of last year. So, I'm sorry, but if you ask me, unless you have not gotten gas or food since late August last year, you have COVID in your home. You have come in contact with COVID. I guarantee if you test at home right now, you will find COVID. This virus is not a threat. And this government has known that since April 12th of this year. Because the Sunnybrook team, the bioscience team from Sunnybrook Hospital, who first isolated COVID-19 and made worldwide headlines for doing it, filed a report and laid it on their desk on April 12th. And in that report, on lines 210 to 216, it clearly says that this virus has no effect on, nor can it replicate on, healthy immune tissue. Now, our team at Fearless Ontario, we did our due diligence. We met with the lead professor, the lead scientist from the University of Toronto, and we learned quite a few things. We learned stuff from him, we learned stuff from other scientists as well. Here's an important point. Every single one of you right now has 328 trillion viruses within your bodies. All of us. That you're asymptomatic to. Keyword, asymptomatic. Are you passing it to me? Probably. Am I passing it to you? Probably. But guess what? You're asymptomatic, so you're not sick. You're healthy. Asymptomatic means you're healthy. Asymptomatic people cannot spread this virus. This is ridiculous. This government and their tyrannical actions since April 12th has been wholly and maliciously politically motivated. 100% politically motivated. This is an attack on our democracy. This is an attack on our economy. This is an attack on our freedoms, our rights as individuals, our freedom of speech. They're coming after and shutting us down because they get to decide what is real information and what is not, when they don't even know themselves that their experts are full of shit.
And paid for by Gates.
Yeah. Bill Gates sits on the top of every corporation these days, apparently. What bothers me the most is the fact that you see politicians becoming millionaires on a politician's salary. Through all of this. This is ridiculous. Let me tell you about democracy. Democracy is the only philosophy that can accommodate the best of all others. But for that very reason itself, no other philosophy could accommodate democracy. So when you hear about socialism and democratic socialism, they're full of shit. You can't have democratic socialism. You can only have democracy that deals with a little bit of socialism. And we have that. We have a welfare system. They're trying to make all of us, completely, wholly, and 100% dependent on them. Because if I hold the water, you need to live. You need me. That's what's happening here, folks. And the last time something like this happened was in 1939 in Europe. This is no joke. I'm very concerned for our future. I'm very concerned for my children. I will not put my kids back into a public school because public schools are no longer public. They're prisons. They're industrializing them into prisons. Covering their faces, sitting far apart. Like Vlad grew up indoctrinated by the Soviet Union in Kazakhstan. You know, we can watch things on the news, and this is the only problem with democracy, is you watch things on the news and you don't really believe they're real. It's almost like you're watching a movie, so you can just let it pass, and it's like, oh, too bad, it doesn't really affect me. So it's almost like it's make-believe, but it's not. Democracy is the minority on planet Earth. There are less places that are democratic than there are totalitarian. This is very important. Our right to speech, our right to life, to liberty, to property, to work. This is what needs to happen. People need to start taking responsibility for ourselves.
Yes.
We elected them. So if we don't want to participate in their bullshit anymore, all we have to do is stop participating in it. It's that simple. Everything, my grandmother used to tell me when I was young, everything is simple. People complicate things. This is so true. But also that everything happens perfectly, even if it hurts at the time. We need to come together as Canadians under one banner, under democracy. And we need to understand and we need to teach others what that is. Democracy provides equality, equal opportunities to everybody to become whatever they want to be. All you got to do is put the work in. That's it. You have to have more ambitions than wanting to stay at home. $2,000 a month doesn't even cover your rent. It doesn't. And when that runs out, now what? You know, I'm a musician. I've been a musician for about 13 years. And on my way here, I had 5 calls. Why are they oppressing people from singing and dancing? It's okay to stand in a lineup in a grocery store that has had COVID all over it since August of last year. It's okay to go to Walmart and stand in lineups where there's COVID all over the place since August of last year. But it's not okay to go out on a patio with a live band and sing and dance and enjoy each other. We have been coming here for 8, almost 9 weeks. This Saturday will be 9 weeks. That is past the 14-day incubation period, that is past the 28-day incubation period, and that is past every other speculation that their non-experts can shoot out. We are not sick. We have not gotten sick. We bring our children here. That kills me. Not one child is affected or threatened by this. So why are they punishing our children? Why was our kids denied school, education, which is their constitutional right in this country? It's time for us as Canadians to start designing our own brand new constitution. One that holds government, especially corrupt governments, to account for their actions. One that gives the power of the vote of the people to kick them out when they do this.
Yep.
Kick them out. Doug Ford, I hope you can hear me. You are making a monumental, stupid mistake. Your experts are not experts. They are not qualified to speak on viruses because they're not licensed in virology. That is why your superiors, your whisperers, your handlers, so to speak, keep telling you not to tell anybody who your experts are. And that's pretty sad that you would turn your back on all these people. You should know better being somebody who used to deal with all these people on the street. Oh wait, did I say that right? Deal with people? Street deal? Is that about right? That's about right, right? Yeah, that's about right. And you wonder why weed became legal. I'm angry. I'm an angry Canadian. I'm an angry mother. I'm an angry sister. I'm an angry daughter. My mother passed away last September in Brampton from malpractice. So I know a little something about malpractice. We are going to find the loopholes that are required to kick these liars out of our house. Why? Because I'm fearless. Because he is fearless. Because he is fearless. Because all of you are fearless. Because this country is ours. This democracy is ours. This future belongs to our children. And we will do this. Thank you very much. I'm going to have Maddie come up and say a few words.
Hello everybody, I'm going to digress a little bit and I'm going to weave a little bit of a web and speak to little parts on everyone, and I think I've stumbled on something, so you're going to hear an actual standpoint, which is not something I normally do, but I cannot stay silent because I am fearless, as you say. So one thing is hugely important is that petition. I want to offer myself. I am on University Avenue 24/7. I pop up a few other places, but basically I stick to college, Young Queen University. I am here 24/7 and I have the petition on me. MATTHEWHAYLEY. Matthew Haley. Find me on Facebook, message me, ask where I am, and I will plant and let you know, and I am there to grab those physical signatures 24/7. These are the types of things one person can do. We need to step up. We need to come out. I actually got a message on Facebook of a wonderful young sprite who literally is asking what's going on. I wish I could make it to Ottawa. I'm like, it's Toronto. She's perfect. I'm gonna book the day off work. Book the day off work. I understand if there's certain constraints, you're barely holding on, but if you have that ability, book it off work and come here. Tell your boss